Hello, America. I'm Kevin Dennison. Welcome to Most Wanted Topics, where we talk about everything comic books, pop culture, and everything under the sun. I'm Kevin Dennison, your host, broadcasting to you from our studios at Most Wanted Comics. Welcome to producer Tommy. Tommy, welcome to the show.
How's it going, everybody?
This guy here is going to help me because I am not technological savvy, and producer Tommy's going to help us along the way every week. This is our first initial broadcast. How's it feel to be on the air, Tommy?
Feels great. I'm a little nervous. I've never done this before,
Well, this is a learning experience for us all. None of us have done this, but we're looking forward to try to do this once a week to get information out to all our fans at Most Wanted Comics. We're going to talk about comics, pop culture, toys, the industry. We're going to have guests on the air. And to kick things off, speaking of guests, this is a locally operated business, and it is a family-friendly business. And with that, we're going to introduce you to what makes Most Wanted Comics so great. So let's start off with one of my family members, my youngest son, Matthew. Matthew, welcome to the show. Matthew, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, and today was also your first day of school. What grade are you in?
8th grade.
8th grade. Wow, how do you like that so far?
It's fine so far.
Any homework on the first day?
Tomorrow on the second day, so
it's happening.
yes, already.
You're already going right into it. Labor Day weekend, you're going to be studying.
I hope not. I really hope not.
I hope not either. I hope you can have some fun. But listen,
Yeah.
we didn't bring you in to talk about school and homework and all that stuff. We brought you in
No.
to talk about your expertise, and your expertise lies in vintage toys. What is your favorite vintage toy line?
Transformers, definitely.
Really? What got you into Transformers?
Well, watching the original cartoon on reruns on Dish when I was little.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And who is your favorite character?
Probably Optimus Prime on the show, because he was this kind-hearted, gentle giant who wasn't afraid to fight when the situation calls for it.
Who else do you like?
Soundwave and Megatron.
Wow. How about Jetfire? I always liked Jetfire.
Oh yeah, he's the best.
I love Jetfire because they kind of crossed over the vehicle with the Robotech line, because Robotech was one of my favorite cartoons growing up, and I liked that they kind of crossed it over from Robotech to Transformers. But as far as character development, I just like Jetfire because it was cool because of that. But as far as characters, yeah, Soundwave was probably my favorite character overall. What other Autobots do you like? The Autobots better, or do you like the Decepticons better?
I do like some of the Decepticons, but mostly the Autobots.
And besides Prime, who else do you like?
Jetfire, Bumblebee, Prowl, Ironhide, Ratchet.
Was there a time in Transformers where you didn't like the waves as much? Like, I know the original, you like the first wave of Transformers, like the classic, of course, the vintage.
What I think is probably the worst wave of G1, probably the Action Masters, which came out in 1990. They were the non-transforming Transformers that came with little mini bots that would transform into like gear and stuff.
Sure, that's when you kind of like, okay, I don't need to go into that.
I know, and only the vehicles transformed.
Okay, so now Transformers, obviously the favorite. There's another backup. What else do you really like?
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe's cool. A lot of people say Star Wars. You say G.I. Joe. I like that because when I was a kid, I liked G.I. Joe also. Now, do you like Cobra better or do you like G.I. Joe?
I really like some of the Cobras, like Storm Shadow and Cobra Commander, but I'm more of a Joe guy. Like, I really like Snake Eyes and General Hawk.
General Hawk. Why General Hawk?
Well, because I think he holds more authority because he used to be a colonel in the original toy line and in the Marvel Comics. And then in the cartoon, he was the general, and I thought he had more of a authority figure than Duke and Flint.
Cool. Yeah, I like Duke. I like Flint. Hawk was cool and all, but I like Sergeant. So you like Sergeant Slaughter?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why do you like Sergeant Slaughter?
Well, because he was a wrestler, of course. Great wrestler. And also because he was really cool in the cartoon. Like, he was the more, I'm gonna rip you guys into shape kind of type.
You like the drill instructor mentality.
Yeah.
And he was a tough guy.
Oh, yeah.
In the cartoon and in wrestling, he's a tough guy.
Yeah, because he can take on swarms of Cobra Bats and not even break a sweat.
That's cool. That's cool. So you got to meet Sergeant Slaughter a couple times. What did you think?
I thought he was a really nice guy. Really funny, too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him back here sometime.
Yeah.
and talk to him again.
Yeah.
I think he's an absolute blast to talk to. He has had a great career. He's an icon for both G.I. Joe and for wrestling.
Yep.
And he's just an all around good guy. Well, let's talk about another G.I. Joe creator. Who do you like?
Larry Hama.
Larry
Definitely.
Hama. Definitely another cool guy to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you like Larry Hama?
Well, because even though people say Snake Eyes is the face of G.I. Joe, and I completely agree with that, I think that Larry Hama is the face of G.I. Joe because he wrote the Marvel Comics, and he kind of basically created the whole G.I. Joe Real American Hero thing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
In
He
the
actually
comics.
served in the military, so he
Yeah.
actually has some background to write about a military comic.
Yeah, so that would make sense.
Yeah, it's just pretty cool. Well, boy, this has been an absolute joy talking to you. I want to thank you for being on our very first initial podcast here as we shake the dust off the equipment and kind of get familiar with this whole podcast thing and shake the rust off and shake the rookiness off because right now we're kind of rookies at this podcast game. But we're gonna have to bring a lot of shows and a lot of content to all the fans out there, all the most wanted maniacs. And I think we got some fun stuff in store for the people coming in and some events coming up. Speaking of that, we do have some events coming up at Most Wanted Comics. September 9th, we have a big one coming up. We have Bill Allen, who was the star of the 86 movie Rad, a BMX bike movie. He played Crew Jones in that movie. We have him sign autographs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Bloomington store, 9919 Lindale Avenue South, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For $30, you can get a ticket, you get an autograph. You don't get the item to autograph, so you can either get one here at the store or find something to have him sign, and it also includes a selfie in that as well. And also don't miss September 30th. We have coming up. We have Kenneth Rockefort. So make sure that you put that on the calendar too. So September 30th, we have Kenneth Rockefort coming to sign autographs, and maybe you can talk him into doing a sketch for you. But so thank you, Matthew, for coming and joining us. It was a great time. You know,
it was really fun.
We have to do the claps for you because that was an excellent interview. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, great job to Matthew. I got to say, that's our first official guest on the show, and it might as well be fun. Our next guest is also who we already introduced earlier, our producer. Let's get to know our producer, Tommy, a little bit. Tommy, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Now, you said you were a little nervous about doing this. We all agreed we're a little nervous about doing this because it's our first one, but there's no need to be because we're already into the show. We're already producing it. You're doing a great job, but let's let the fans know a little bit about you. Tommy, let's ask some questions now.
I'm ready.
Tommy, let's start off. Who is your favorite character in comic book universe?
So many to pick from. I'd say one of my favorites, though, is definitely The Flash, specifically Barry Allen.
Okay, that's a TV show, though. Let's talk about comic books.
That's not a TV. Yes, he was in the TV show, but, you know, I'm a big fan of Barry in the comics. You know, New 52 and Rebirth is what I grew up with, so... Wally West was also the Flash. He was also in a couple of TV shows too. So
yeah, Wally West, that's the Flash. I know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, different generations, different age groups, different fandoms. You know, it's fine.
All right. Well, cool. Well, Barry Allen. Hey, cool Flash. DC is that your favorite? Are you a DC guy or a Marvel guy?
That is the ultimate question, isn't it? I'm a DC fan. I think. Yeah. I said what I said there. I'm a DC fan.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Who else do you like in DC?
Man, you know, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, some of those Neil Adams covers are just the greatest, I think. You know, Batman, Superman, the standards, the classics are always nice, but definitely.
Neil Adams did a lot of cool Batman work, too.
Oh, he definitely did. No shade there. Definitely some cool Batman work from Neil Adams.
So I got to say now, you do like Marvel, though, too, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite Marvel character?
You know, I sort of the the big three Marvel characters for me, I think, are Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Moon Knight. I think I'm a big fan of the street level Marvel characters for sure.
Well, the fans heard that. The fans also, a lot of them already know that that's my favorite too. I like Vigilante Justice. So my favorite guys are in the Marvel universe. My two favorite are the Punisher and Ghost Rider. I am a huge fan of Vigilante Justice, and I love the Punisher, and I love Ghost Rider.
Those are great characters too. They're great characters. Nothing wrong with that.
It'll be interesting to see how Marvel redoes the Punisher. I heard rumors that they're going to try to redo the Punisher, and I'm very nervous about that. I like the Punisher the way he is. I like him that he is a little bit crazy, and he's not afraid to let it go on anybody who's done bad. And I just hope, I'm really nervous. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm really nervous. I hope they don't ruin the Punisher for me.
I'm surely fine. I mean, they do that kind of stuff with a bunch of characters all the time. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All you can do is just put your head down and hope for the best, really.
And this past week now, this issue came out. What was it? Was it a crossover with Dr. Doom? What book was it?
It was Venom. It was this week's, or rather this month's issue of Venom, I think. It was this week's Venom where Eddie Brock teaming up with Dr. Doom. Not teaming up, but rather fighting. You know, they had a nice dinner.
Yeah, that's incredible to me. How is Dr. Doom is an awesome villain, up to no good all time, and now they have him cooking. What is up with them cooking a meal?
You know, what Dr. Doom does, us lesser beings might not be able to understand. I think Dr. Doom, he's just good at everything. I mean, he's Doom.
Yeah, he's Doom, but cooking potatoes? I mean, what's he trying to get on Gordon Ramsay's MasterChef kitchen or what? I mean, to put that in the middle of, okay, I'm going to destroy universes, I'm going to destroy people, but, oh, wait, I got time to prepare this ultimate dish. You're going to love it.
You know, I will say Dr. Doom on MasterChef would be awesome. That would just be the best episode that show's ever had. And I'm a MasterChef fan, so, take it from me. That would be the greatest episode of MasterChef for sure. I mean, Dr. Doom would give him a run for his money, I think, both in wit and in cooking skill.
Well, I hope that we just gave Gordon Ramsay $1 million idea, and he shares it with us when they do a Marvel and DC cook-off.
I'm waiting for my check. I really am.
Tommy, I got to say it's a pleasure to have you as the producer of the show. We will be together every week doing this, and it'll be fun to see what kind of characters we have come in for interviews and what we have in store for the future. So I hope everybody stays tuned. I hope everybody follows us on Facebook, Most Wanted Comics MN. Follow us on Instagram, Most Wanted Comics LLC. And we look forward to doing these weekly podcasts for you. And please follow along with us and enjoy the shows.